We had our first track event here. I've done like autocross, quarter mile, stuff like that, but never like an actual track. So very excited. It's a lot of cars here, a lot of first timers as well. So it should be pretty good to learn. My instructor is coming over shortly. Give me the whole lowdown on what to expect, and yeah. And then we got this puppy. You guys saw the videos of me working on it, getting this thing painted. Came out kind of exactly how I wanted it. But yeah, just did a couple touch-ups before we clear coated it, and then clear coat came out great. So we'll put some high quality video and photo in after this so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I've never done one before. It was fun. I think the hardest part was getting like all the lines like straight the whole way around. I tried to measure, but I also realized on parts of the helmet it actually doesn't match from side to side. So it might just be because it's like a $200-something helmet. But either way, looks cool. I dig it. Sweet. All right, so as far as what we did to the car before the track, well, we were gonna do a video before on kind of like what we did leading up to this point, but I figured I'd do like that, and then after the event, what I wish we would have done. I figured it might be kind of interesting and help some other people out as they venture on the track with their free NASA waivers. So as far as what we did specifically for this event was I did order brake pads. They said they'd be here 2 weeks ago, and now it says June. So factory pads, a little sketchy. I ordered some new ones from the dealership. They're on back order just in case I needed some extra stopping power after the event. We'll figure that out. We did swap the brake fluid with Motul. I think it's 5-dot, and then oil change. Other stuff we did for the event and just for fun. Wheels and tires, we went with some Yokohama Advin 601s, I think they are. Work ZR10s, 18.5 plus 22. Other stuff done to the car that you guys should be, if you've watched our videos, caught up on. With the Forged Motorsport carbon fiber upper intake, Forged Motorsport turbo inlet, Forged Motorsport short shifter, the JB4 tuner. We're running the first map, Radium Engineering oil catch can, and then the Cusco rear motor mount. Is that it?
And Circuit Demon headlights.
Circuit Demon headlights. It should be fun to really experience what this thing can do, especially on the track with other people. We found one other GR Corolla friend, Jordan from Syracuse, so his car is factory, so it should be kind of interesting to kind of see the comparison. If not, just be out there with another GR. Yeah, just like coming into this, I've been to this track a bunch. We live like an hour and a half away. Come down here with the family, come down here with friends. So I feel comfortable here. I definitely feel like a little bit of like that nervous energy leading up to it. But I feel good about like where I'm at. I know I'm gonna learn a lot today. I'll be humbled, but I feel like comfortable driving the car in an environment like this. We also did the opening weekend last weekend. So we drove the track. The track's super green. It's the first event of the season. So there's not much as far as like rubber on the track that you can like see the lines. There's a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna just be a lot of listening to my instructor and kind of see what we do. On everything. Yeah, I think everyone's lining up to come off, and we're up next.
How does she feel?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna go try and find a good spot to watch Jeff from. Very loud right now, so I don't even know if you can hear me. But we're gonna go to the end of the front straight here and see if we can get a good view. Jeff's coming down right here.
Yeah. Busy.
Because the races, sometimes they fuck up the brake.
The instructor is taking out the car first to make sure everything's good as far as like brakes, tires, and everything, which it should be because they're brand new. And then he'll take over. He'll take over on the next lap. Got the two GRs together down there. Look at that.
for the front straight, that's the one we're gonna work on a little bit.
How was it?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's fast.
Smell like brakes.
What's that?
So you smell like brakes.
I know, right?
Means it was
didn't
fun.
lock them, so that's weird. He like, so we went out and he went the first lap, like not too crazy, and the second lap he like ripped it. It felt good. He's like, yeah, car feels good. And then we swapped, and then I went out. And the first lap I like went fast, but it was like pretty overwhelming. Like trying to remember like all the stuff we talked about when he was like guiding the laps. But he was talking me through it. I had like a little earpiece. It was really helpful to hear each other. Yeah, the first lap was like good. Like it felt strong, but I definitely could like be more aggressive. So the second lap, I kind of like overcooked. The first few turns were like good. Like it felt good. I took a little bit of a weird line on the bus stop, and then the back, like the boot area, I like overcooked a few turns, like way too fast into it, and like had to crank it back. And the last lap, I tightened up like the whole front half, but still like the last like couple of turns in the boot. So I just got to tighten those up a little. I don't know if it brakes feel pretty good for stock pads still. I'm not like worried about braking at all, but I might have to just like really kick it a little harder towards the end of the lap to get him to bite. But yeah, felt good. I think we have a little break now, then another classroom session, then we're back on the track. So I think next time it's just tightening up the end of the lap. But yeah, it felt good. Like I'm having a fun time, which is like really what I wanted to try to aim for. And I think he's tracking lap time too on his phone, so it'd be cool to see like kind of where I end up. But yeah, I just got to tighten up the end of the lap. That thing's a weapon, dude.
Yeah? I think I got you on that corner, and up there. And then I tried to pass it. Yeah, I saw. It was like crazy.
Yeah, it felt good. He said like I'm a little too fidgety on the steering wheel, like giving it like a little too many inputs, so I'll just be like more solid on it, which I agree. I'm still like, I'm braking too late and just carrying like way too much speed in a couple corners, but there's a couple runs I was like doing good.
It is so windy today, it's hard to move around the track, running around trying to film. But look what I came across. This must have been the guy that they said he flipped yesterday. Looks like did they have to cut the belts? Oh, they cut the belts, holy crap. What I just found, a couple of Subaru boys.
Bunch of CLs and my boost is like 0. I'm wondering if it's just that.
I didn't see you come back around with your group. I was like, either they're like,
I came in the pits. No, we're back. We're back to HQ. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. So let's do a little bit of recap for you guys. Where we left off, it was very rainy out. I went out for I went for like 1 or 2 reconnaissance laps just to kind of feel it out. The car actually felt really good in the rain. Like I don't think I slid at all. I didn't feel any slide, but I was kind of taking it easy. And the last lap, we're gonna do like a push lap, but I realized that the boost on the factory boost gauge was stuck at like -7 PSI. So that was kind of weird. So I thought it might be like a vacuum leak or something like that, but I would still expect it to kind of fluctuate. It was just like stuck there. I didn't really want to like push the car at that point. I just wanted to get it back in and figure out what was going on. And if I felt comfortable going back out, I would. But once we got the car out, turned it off, turned it back on again. At that point, I had a couple check engine lights and then a code for a map sensor reading. So at that point, we were just like, you know what? We've had a fun and very exciting day so far. Let's cut it short. And I figured it was probably due to the JB4 tuner. I'll speak on that a little bit, probably in another video, but I'll dabble on it here a little. So the JB4 tuner that we got, we think there's something going on with it. Luckily, JB4 Burger Tuning and Terry Burger himself have been working effortlessly with me on trying to figure out what's going on. So honestly, big shout out to him. He's definitely helped out, and the customer service is bar none. But we think that there might be an issue with one of the map sensor plugs that's causing like the boost to just read like kind of weird, causing like a little bit of drivability issue. So they actually sent me a new one. I think it might be here today or Monday, one of those. We just cut it short. We wanted to figure out what's going on with this. Like I said, I think I emailed him logs from the track day on Sunday morning, and he got back to me Sunday afternoon. Definitely, he's working tirelessly. I know it's a beta product. It is advertised as a beta product, so it's one of those things where if there are some hiccups, for me, like personally, I'd rather figure it out for you guys and for the community than just sell them, and then if somebody has a problem like I had, have them have to figure it out. So yeah, we're definitely throwing it through the ringer, and once we get this new one in and feel confident that it's doing what it should be, we will have these listed on the site. Like I said, I really like the interface. The app is awesome. I would say that I prefer it over an access port, just because you have all the logs right on your phone. You don't have to plug the access port in a computer, download the logs to send to your tuner. It's all right there. You can do graphs right on the phone. Yeah, overall, I would say the product itself, I really like. Our product in particular, like I said, I think there might just be an issue, which is why they're swapping the hardware out. But overall, my experience with JB4 tuner so far is honestly positive. Thoughts as a whole on the track day, I had an awesome time. I really honestly can't wait to get out again. We already have a track session booked in July, and I'm trying to see if we can do another one either in between or just after that one. So I would say, as far as the things we did to the car specifically for the track event, oil change, brake fluid, wheels and tires, was awesome. There was another GR Corolla there. He said the car felt really great in its stock form, but I definitely felt more confidence, especially under braking. Even with the factory pads, I didn't really feel like much brake fade or anything like that, even when we were pushing for a few laps in a row. I wish I wore like a head sock. Everything else in the car honestly performed exactly how I wanted it to. I didn't feel any sort of hesitation or loss of confidence of the car the entire day. Yeah, so overall, I'm very impressed with the car. I had a great time. I think next time I'm going to probably track my laps, so just get some sort of transponder. I know you could rent them at the track, so I'll probably do that just so I can kind of see if I'm like improving or not. Until then, thank you guys so much. If you guys have any comments about the track day, things that you would have done to the car or what you would have done to prepare differently, please let us know. Like I said, this is our first like venture on an actual circuit track, not like a quarter mile or a autocross course. Till then, stay in boost and give it some juice. I don't know.